I have a couple different types of flowers that I want to try out winter sowing with, so let's do that today. My name's Cara, for those of you who don't know me, and this is Lucy. It is a cold day indeed. We had in the teens this morning, which is pretty chilly here for zone 7. I got my seeds in my pocket, so let's sow some seeds. I think the cats want to say hi first. I hear meowing over there. I think they want some snacks and cuddles. Hi. This is Pepper. And this is Daisy hiding behind her sister there. Speaking of Daisy, we are going to be starting some daisies today. I have not tried this method before personally, so follow along and we'll see how it works out together. I have a plastic milk container and an old orange juice container. The first thing we're going to do is to cut some drainage holes in the bottom of our milk jug. Then we're going to cut all along the container, about halfway up, but not cutting through the handle. I stopped just shy of the handle so that it will open for us to get the dirt in, but then we can close it back up. And for this one, we are gonna cut all along the edge, but just leave a little bit there. But first, drainage holes. This container's a lot thicker than the milk jug. It's kind of difficult to poke the holes in. It's not as bad trying to cut the top part though. I think for the bottom, I probably should have just used a drill with a drill bit versus trying to use this knife to cut it. So we can open and close. Now we need to fill these up with some dirt. I'm just going to be swiping some dirt from this big pot. Hi, Lucy. That we had our basil in last summer. So there's definitely a strong possibility that there could be some basil seed in this soil as well, but that's okay with me because the more basil, the better. We have had some heavy rains the last few days, so this pot is pretty waterlogged, as you could probably tell. So the soil is nice and wet. I would probably pre-moisten this soil if it wasn't already soaking wet. And shout out to my kids who volunteered their handy dandy sand scoop and shovel from the sandbox. I got Ryan's jacket to zip over the baby bump, so we have a little bit more warmth now. I have a couple different varieties of flowers that we're going to be sowing into these jugs. I'm going to do a mix of the different poppies that I have, and I'm also going to be sowing some blue disc African daisies. The poppies that we're going to be sowing, I have frosted salmon puppies. That'd be fun if you could just grow puppies from seed. I have frosted salmon poppies, amazing gray poppies, and then the blue African disc daisies. So for these poppies, I'm just going to do a couple of each in the orange juice container. This orange juice container is a little taller than the milk carton from where I cut it at, and I've never transplanted poppies before, but I have read that they have a pretty long taproot that you don't really want to mess with when you transplant them. So I'm hoping that by having the taller container for them, they'll be less susceptible to damage when we transplant. And then we're going to do the African disc daisies in the milk jug. I sowed these pretty thickly, and I'm just going to sprinkle some more dirt on top so that they're covered and under the surface. I'm just doing a thin layer on the very top. We have our seeds in our container, and she's running away with my seed pods. It's a blue solo cup. Give me that. I use these blue solo cups to plant seeds in. I just poke some holes in the bottom, and Lucy is stealing them. The last step is to tape up the top of the container just a little bit so that it doesn't flop open, and it makes kind of like a mini greenhouse. I'm just using some electrical tape because that's honestly all I could find that would stick to the jug. I would probably use duct tape if I had that though. I don't know why I even try to rip electrical tape with my hands. I can never cut it unless I use a knife. Then you want to just leave the tops. Lucy really wants attention today. Then you just want to leave the tops off of the container so that rainwater can get in. And if you don't have rain for an extended period of time, you probably just want to check on them to make sure the soil is still moist and nothing's drying out in there. But you leave them outside, and that's all you have to do. Then you can transplant them around your last frost date. Well, thanks for watching. I hope these flowers work out. I'll give you guys an update as they grow, if they do. Hopefully they do. But my name's Cara. This is Bluebird Homestead. Subscribe to our channel. If you like gardening or homesteading, cooking activities, that sort of thing, then subscribe to our channel because we're going to have lots of fun projects this spring and summer, and hopefully be growing lots of yummy food and pretty flowers and lots of cute animals. Thanks for watching. My name's Cara, and I hope you guys have a great day wherever you're at. Bye, all.